I got another report from these two reports are going to come from a website called The Voice of the Martyrs. It's a Christian organization who is dedicated to reporting uh, reporting on attacks against Christians, uh, killings, murders of Christians all over the world. So these two reports come from that website. I encourage everybody to check this website out. If you're a Christian, if you're interested in what's going on with your brothers and sisters in the world who are suffering persecution and being killed as we speak, I would encourage you to visit this website and get involved in any way you can in calling attention to this terrible, terrible injustice and terrorism of Christians all over the world. And it's spreading. And do not underestimate and do not be deceived, because the plan of this religious organization, they got a well thought out plan and strategy, and their plan and strategy is world domination. Their power right now is centered in the Middle Eastern countries, but they are spreading their influence all over the world. And here are two more reports. These are from the Voice of the Martyrs website. It's at www.persecution.com. And this report is dated, it was posted September the 15th, 2011. And the title of this report is Somalia Christian Decapitated. Decapitated means your head gets cut off. After an extensive search, Christians in the Baku region of southwestern Somalia discovered the decapitated body of kidnapped Christian Juma Naradin Kamil on September the 2nd, 2011. Kamil's body reportedly bore the marks of an execution by the Muslim terrorist group Al-Shabaab. It is usual for Al-Shabaab to decapitate those they suspect to have embraced the Christian faith or sympathizers of Western ideals. A local Christian told Compass Direct News, "Our brother accepted the Christian faith 3 years ago and was determined in his faith in God," or her faith in God. Or maybe it was a guy, I don't know. But anyway, on August the 21st, 3 suspected Al-Shabaab terrorists forced Kamil into a car, according to local sources. Many local Christians believe the extremists had closely monitored Kamil before kidnapping and killing him. Kamil's body remained unburied for 2 days because local residents didn't want Al-Shabaab to associate them with Christian converts, a local Christian told Compass Direct News. Someone secretly buried Kamil on September the 4th. With 3,000 to 7,000 members, Al-Shabaab seeks to impose a strict version, and get this, of Sharia, which is Islamic law, throughout the Muslim world. They have vowed to eradicate Christianity from Somalia. Earlier this year, 2 Muslim extremists murdered a member of an underground Christian community in Somalia, and they also killed a mother of 4 children, 36-year-old Asha Maburwa, for her Christian faith. And so you'll know where Somalia is if you're not familiar with the geography of world geography. Somalia is a country in Ethiopia, in Africa, in the Horn of Africa. It's near Kenya. It actually lies between the borders of Kenya, Yemen, and Ethiopia. Kenya and Ethiopia are African countries. Yemen is a country in near Saudi Arabia, on the border of Saudi Arabia in the Middle East. The Middle East and Africa. The Middle East and Africa continents are close to each other. This Islamic organization in Somalia that's running things, trying to take over Somalia, is called Al-Shabaab, and they control parts of Somalia. And I'll tell you more about Al-Shabaab in a little while, but I'm going to read another report. And this report is in Somalia also, the same website, Voice of the Martyrs, www.persecution.com. You can check it out. This report is dated December the 30th, 2010. Somalia teenage girl was shot. A 17-year-old girl who converted to Christianity. 17 years old. She converted to Christianity from Islam. Was shot to death recently in an apparent honor killing in Somalia. According to Compass Direct News, Nurta Muhammad Farah, who had fled her village to live with relatives after her parents tortured her for leaving Islam. Her parents tortured her. Parents, I guess, were Islamic, of the Islamic religion. And she converted to Christianity, and her parents tortured her. So she fled and left her home and went to live with relatives. She died on November the 25th, according to the Compass Direct report. Area sources said that they strongly suspected that the two unidentified men in Gal Gadud, in the Gal Gadud region, who shot her in the chest and head with a pistol were relatives, or they were acting on the relatives' desires or request. Compass and pray, and it says, pray that God will use Nurta's testimony to draw non-believers into fellowship with Him, and pray for the protection of all believers in Somalia. They're suffering. The Christians are suffering intense persecution and death in Africa, in Somalia, by this religious system, this religious organization. And it's important for us, Christians over here, to understand in America and in Western countries, in democratic countries. It's important to understand that these are not isolated incidences. This is a planned, systematic strategy that this organization has been exhibiting for a long time. And they've been demonstrating that, their plan and their strategy for world domination. And they're spreading. Their attacks are all over. They're going all over the world. Even right here in the United States. If you remember, September the 11th, 2001, the World Trade Center attacks, those people who perpetrated those attacks and hijacked those planes, guess where they were from? Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Middle Eastern countries. And I'm sure some of you are familiar with, it was on the news, the Fort Hood shooting, November 2009. I'll talk about that next, in the next part.